Hi, everyone. This is Nancy Volante, founder of the Whispering Soul and Astrology Wellness Coaching. I wanted to come on today and talk about the transit that happened on Monday, January 26th, 2026, and why this transit matters. So, this transit was Neptune moving into Aries. So, it matters because it's not like Mercury or Venus or Mars or the moon. These are fast moving planets, they're personal planets. Neptune is an outer planet, it's a transpersonal planet. So it was in Pisces since 2011. Out of Pisces now, 2026. We did have a brief meeting with Neptune in Aries in 2025 as it did its moving forward and then retrograding back. So we have a new 14-year cycle that started on Monday. I don't know about you, but I was feeling that about a week before. I'm feeling things and, contemplating on things, reflecting. And it's a generational signal that not only impacts us individually, but it impacts us culturally and collectively. It impacts our consciousness. So, what makes this particular shift noteworthy? Let me give you some tips because I want to bring it down so it lands in a place where we can all understand it, because astrology is a language, right? And if you don't know that language, it's like somebody talking to me in French. I don't speak French. Okay, so I want to make it as simple and digestible as I can because it's big and it affects all of us. So some of the tips are when Neptune now in Aries will equal vision, Neptune leads to action, Aries. Excuse me. Dreams become fueled with intention, taking priority over passive fantasies. So, when Neptune was in Pisces, it was more passive because Neptune and Pisces live together in the 12th house. They're very comfortable. So, but it was very passive. It was very, I can dream, I can see the fantasies. But it's hard sometimes, was hard for Neptune and Pisces to manifest that. We wanted to look to something bigger to feed our dreams, to feed our fantasies. Because sometimes Pisces and Neptune like to see through rose-colored glasses. So we went in and out of that a lot during the last 14 years, 2011 to beginning now of 2026. Now that energy is changing. We went from water, Pisces, now we're going into Aries, fire. Aries wants something done, wants motivation, wants action, wants to bring something to manifestation, wants those ideas to be embodied. So Aries is going to give us the courage. It's not about aggression because Aries can be aggressive. It's ruled by Mars. It's about acting on what's true. Neptune, what is divine? What is the intuitive essence, the inspiration that can be filtered down through Aries to make something really happen? And that's exciting. And there's pros and cons, right? There's always challenges because we live in duality, okay? So that's a really big tip. Vision leads to action. And that's something that we can all relate to. So the themes of this wonderful transit that we're going to be going through, and just to come back just a little bit, in your charts, even though maybe you might not know your chart, but the zodiac is 12 houses. So wherever this transit, Neptune in Aries at 0 degrees, the very beginning of the journey, lands in your chart, So it's a good time to get your chart read. Is going to tell you the themes. It's going to tell you where you need to be conscious, where you need to work in order to get to a higher consciousness, in order to get to this higher inspiration of action, of innovation, of putting something together, a new beginning, Aries, identity, Aries, through inspiration, Neptune. So some of the themes are dreams meet action. How beautiful is that? So instead of vaporizing, which sometimes Neptune can do, these are going to have more of an outline, more of a shape. Neptune brings vision and intuition. Aries brings initiation, and courage through our identity, through our body. Together, we're not just dreaming of ideals, right? We're being guided or pushed, because Aries can be, it's fire. It wants to go forward, to turn those ideas, those inspirations into action. Idealistic visions, Neptune, are no longer passive. They have some weight to them now. They have some fire. That's so beautiful. People feel a stronger urge to start new personal and social projects. I was feeling that when I started this podcast. And I'm also doing another podcast, but I really wanted to get this one out. And I did the introduction on Sunday, the day before Neptune went into Aries. Second theme, spiritual courage. This transit encourages spiritual bravery. Aries, the warrior. And I'm going to say the spiritual warrior. Aries can also be about war, can be about aggression, ruled by Mars, something we have to look at, be aware of. So it's not just dreaming, but it's grounding beliefs in something meaningful that we can move towards. Aries likes to move towards something. It's an era and new cycle that favors inner truth. Authenticity over external validation. Something that Neptune in Pisces that we had encountered 2011 till now, Sunday, is that we wanted validation. So we looked outside of ourselves, me included. I am so included in that. We looked outside of ourselves. Is that identity okay? Will it be okay in our society to be who we really are? Oh, let me go look. Something bigger, whether it was religion, an institution, somebody that you gave your power over to. These are all things that we all went through. And now contemplating and reflecting in order to grow and come back into wholeness. Come back into spiritual embodiment. So this transit is going to give us spiritual courage. This transit encourages spiritual bravery, not just dreaming, because dreaming can get foggy sometimes, illusionary, Pisces, Neptune, but the fog is lifting now. Grounding our beliefs in something meaningful that we can really, if better words, sink our teeth into. Really make something happen for the good, for a higher consciousness. Not just for power or greed or status. We're encouraged to trust our instincts and to own the clarity that we can cultivate out of this transit, Neptune and Aries. Aries will help clear the fog, the fire. And the fog is not bad. It can be magical. It can be mystical. But you want them to work together in a way now for the next 14 years, 2038, that will make something happen, that will bring changes. So now the shadow side of this, have to look at that because we live in duality, is illusion, Neptune, versus impulse, Aries. Examples. Okay. Blind faith. Oh, I'm just going to, well, that feels good. That looks good. I'm just going to do it. Blind faith. Covering your eyes, looking through rose colored glasses. We want to really look. We don't want to get into the savior complex of saving and fixing and rescuing others, but guiding others, guiding ourselves to go inside, to bring the parts of ourselves that we've suppressed, that want independence and freedom, back into alignment with our soul self. And that takes work. That takes cultivation of practice, whether that's through meditation, writing, walking in nature, just contemplating, understanding where we're landing in any moment of the day. Do we wait to respond? Can we dream a little bit more before we say yes? So we don't want to rush into things because they feel right. We want to be able to embody these new dreams, these ideas, our new identity, a new beginning. It's a lot about the body. Aries is about the body. Aries is the first zodiac sign of I am. I am becoming, I will, I desire. So again, to come to just knitting everything together, the core themes are dream and action. What will you fight for in a way that gives you a clear vision of the whole, divine presence? Is the vision worth starting? Faith becomes personal as we come into spiritual embodiment, spiritual courage. We're not going to borrow it. We're not going to inherit it, but we're going to live it. Aries wants to live now. Big, bold. Identity awakening. How are we discovering who we are? Or are we asking the question, who are you? Who am I? And having the courage to take the journey through that, to find the new identity, the new beginning, the new self. It's a beautiful time. It really is. It doesn't seem that way because of where we are now. There's so many things that are happening that are coming to the surface that don't feel good, that don't look good. And I pray for those. I pray for everyone. But now it's time to gather consciousness, to understand where we've been and where we want to go together. Unity. Because, Neptune has not been in Aries for 165 years because Neptune had to go around the whole chart, right? From 165 years ago, Civil War, just a little bit of history. Aries started there, it went all the way around, and now we're meeting that. We've gone full circle with Neptune. It's a lot to think about, it's a lot to choose. But I think during these dark times that we are feeling together as a collective, that we can also come together in our heart, in our soul, in our willingness to come back to wholeness. Come together and rise above. Come into a higher consciousness. And that's the faith that we want to get from Neptune and allow Aries, that embodied energy, that spiritual warrior of moving forward, doing the right thing. So I feel energized. I also feel sometimes a little heavy because of it's a big transition, and it's okay. It's all okay to go through what one needs to go through, whether it's grieving, whether it's I need to understand more, whether it is I need some self-care. I need to go get a massage. I need to go for a walk. I need to talk to a supportive friend that will listen to me. Those are things that we all need. And if we can think about coming together, I think it's going to be in a time that we do raise our consciousness. So I'm going to leave you with that. And until the next time, have a great day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will talk to you real soon. Thank you.